It's dinner time! Ha 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 ha!
Morning starts with neon flakes, microplastic milk and sugar shakes. Mascots dance, they sell a lie. Lab-born grains, a toxic high. From dawn to dusk, the menu's fake. Every bite's a risk we take. Engineered to taste divine, but the poison's in the line. 'Cause poison on the plate, every meal we chew. Chemicals in colors, profit shining through. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks between. We're eating nightmares dressed up clean. Microwave meals in plastic trays, artificial beef with chemical glaze, salad sprayed with pesticide rain, convenience served with hidden pain. Dinner's dressed in gourmet clothes, but the factory farm still shows. Steroids in the chicken wings, additives in everything. Snacks and chips that glow, sodas burn, bioengineered at every turn. Sweetened lies in candy bars, where the lab rats, there's us poison on the plate. Every meal we chew, chemicals in colors, profit shining through. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks between. We're eating nightmares dressed up clean. Dressed up clean. Raise your fork, salute the feast. A banquet for the corporate beast. From dawn to midnight, every bite we take, it's poison on the plate.
Are you hungry but don't want to cook dinner? Look no further. SpaghettiOs are here to save the day.
They might be loaded with lots of nasty stuff, but who cares? It's cheap and easy, and it'll shut those kids up. Just look at this savory meal. American dining at its finest. Who's ready to eat?
So grab a few cans of SpaghettiOs for dinner tonight. Everyone is doing it.
Join the party.
Campbell's SpaghettiOs. Good.
All right, controversial comments about Campbell's soup. The comments allegedly made by a company executive. Here's ABC's Sophie Flay.
Campbell's.
Good.
This morning, Campbell's Soup is denying claims about its products, allegedly made by an executive in a recorded conversation. The person in the recording is also heard belittling Campbell's customers during an expletive-filled rant.
We have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, I can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
The recording is allegedly from a conversation that's now part of a lawsuit filed by Robert Garza, a cybersecurity analyst for Campbell's, who claims he was fired after reporting the alleged remarks, which he says also included racist comments about company employees. Garza claims Campbell executive Martin Bally made those comments after the two met to discuss Garza's salary. In a statement, Garza's attorney saying, "This situation has been very hard on Robert. He thought Campbell's would be thankful that he reported Martin's behavior, but instead, he was abruptly fired." Campbell's responding, saying, "If the comments were in fact made, they are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company." And going on to say, "The comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd."
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Campbell saying, "The chicken meat used in our soups comes from long-trusted, USDA-approved U.S. suppliers and meets our high-quality standards." And the company noting, Bally worked in IT and had nothing to do with food production. Bally is on leave, pending a company investigation. In the meantime, the Attorney General in Florida, a state that bans lab-grown meat, says his office is now investigating Campbell's products.
We reached out to Martin Bally, but did not hear back. Campbell says it has not been able to verify the recording. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
You want to know why your Campbell's chicken tastes the same every year? Ha ha! Because we print it! Real veggies go bad, but these? Bioengineered, genetically boosted, shelf-stable for life. Perfect for profit margins. Look at this stuff, layer by layer. Pure printed protein. Why pay for chickens when we can make our own meat? These are our latest creations. We test the printed stuff on them first. They eat anything we print. Strong little monsters. The board loves our printed meat plan. Costs are way down, quality is way down, but who cares? People keep buying it. Straight from the printer, into the soup, into the can. Bioengineered veggies, printed chicken, enhancer serum, all mixed together nice and cheap. Shh, listen close. This batch is still alive.
What if I told you that a 50-year-old movie predicted the world you're living in right now? And the scariest part isn't what's on the screen, but what's already on your dinner plate. In 1973, audiences watched a film called Soylent Green, Charlton Heston, dystopian New York, the year 2022. Back then, people thought it was just another doomsday fantasy. Crowded streets, food shortages, and a corporation feeding the masses with green wafers. It was marketed as science fiction. But what if it wasn't fiction at all? What if it was a warning? In the movie, Earth is choking. Pollution covers the skies, oceans are dead, farmland is gone, and billions cram into collapsing cities. People survive on substitutes made by the Soylent Corporation. The dark twist. Soylent Green is made from people. Audiences were horrified but shrugged it off as entertainment. But maybe they shouldn't have, because 50 years later, the world of Soylent Green feels less like fantasy and more like tomorrow's headline. Walk into any supermarket in 2025. Aisles aren't packed with fresh food, but with boxes, bags, and bottles filled with chemicals. Natural flavors that aren't natural, seed oils designed in labs, artificial dyes linked to health problems, lab-grown meat sold as the future, crickets and worms powdered into sustainable protein. Step by step, real food vanishes, replaced by products designed not to nourish you, but to control you. And who controls them? The same conglomerates with ties to governments, scientists, and media. They tell you it's safe. They tell you it's progress. But is it really? In Soylent Green, the rich had real food. The masses ate wafers and were told to be grateful. Today, fresh food prices skyrocket while processed junk stays cheap. A family can't afford a basket of groceries, but chips are still $1. Organic eggs cost $10, while candy bars are 2 for $1. Beef becomes a luxury, while governments push lab-grown substitutes. They sell scarcity, then sell the solution. Exactly what the movie showed, a two-tier food system where elites eat the real thing, while the rest of us swallow substitutes. And here's where it gets darker. In the film, the revelation was cannibalism. Soylent Green was people. In 2025, some US states legalized human composting. They call it eco-friendly. Bodies turned into soil, crops grown from the remains, food harvested from the dirt. Maybe it's not direct cannibalism, but the principle is the same. Humanity reduced to fuel for the machine. Even without that, look at the poisons we're already fed. Preservatives like BHA and BHT banned elsewhere, but in American cereal. Red 40 and Yellow 5 dyes linked to tumors, poured into candy. Aspartame declared safe again despite controversy. Seed oils pushed as heart healthy. tied to obesity and disease. This isn't nourishment, it's chemical engineering. It's profit first, control second, your health last. Just like Soylent, the system keeps you alive enough to work, but weak enough to stay dependent on pills. And speaking of pills, why do the same corporations that sell you food also have stakes in pharmaceutical companies? The same billionaires buying farmland are investing in lab-grown meat and synthetic biology. The circle completes itself. They poison you with the food, medicate you with the drugs, and profit at both ends. If you think this sounds like a conspiracy, remember Soylent Green worked the same way. Food, government, corporations, police, intertwined. The system was never for the people. It was built to exploit them. In the movie, climate change and overpopulation justified everything. The oceans die, so we need Soylent. Crops fail, so we need Soylent. Too many people, so the system must control them. Sound familiar? Today we're told the climate crisis requires radical solutions. Eat bugs, give up beef, trust the labs. And yet, who suffers? Not the elites. They still eat steak and drink rare wines. It's you who's told to accept cricket flour while your health deteriorates. And here's what the movie couldn't predict. Technology today. In 2025, food is tracked, coded, engineered at the genetic level. Every seed patented, every GMO monitored, every field sprayed with chemicals that sterilize the soil and the people eating from it. DNA-edited tomatoes, CRISPR cows, fake breast milk. Is this about feeding people or rewriting life itself? When corporations own the DNA of food, don't they own you too? Think about the psychology. In the film, people lined up on Soylent Day, grateful for their ration, never questioning what was inside. Today, how many people mindlessly scan barcodes, order fast food, drink sodas, and swallow whatever packaging tells them is good? Compliance through convenience. Dependence disguised as progress. And when you do ask questions, you're labeled paranoid, conspiratorial, extreme. But 50 years ago, those who questioned Soylent were called crazy too, until the truth came out. And what about depopulation? In the film, the unproductive were euthanized and fed back into the system. Today, rising cancer, infertility, and chronic illness are brushed off as bad luck. But what if they're not? What if the chemicals, additives, and engineered substitutes are part of a long game? Not just for profit, but for control. A sick, weak, infertile population is easier to manage. A dependent population is easier to control. Isn't that the perfect system? Feed you, weaken you, profit from you, then replace you. Remember the final scene, Heston screaming, "Soylent Green is people!" Authorities drag him away, silence him, while the system rolls on. Today, who are the ones screaming? Nutritionists warning about seed oils. Doctors exposing artificial sweeteners. Farmers fighting land grabs. Researchers warning about genetic manipulation. And what happens to them? Silenced, mocked, deplatformed. Just like in the movie, the system protects itself. The question is, will you listen before it's too late? 50 years after the movie, we live in a world it predicted with eerie accuracy. Food poisoned, corporations in control, elites feasting, while the masses eat substitutes. And here's the chilling thought. If Soylent Green nailed the first half of the prophecy, what if the second half is still coming? What if the next revelation is even worse than we imagine? You be the judge. If you're awake, you already know what to do.
What if I told you that this is just as bad for you as this? They're both full of glyphosate. This one is actually more bad because it actually has more sugar. This is not a health food. This is not good for your heart. The American Heart Association, they take like $100,000 a year for this little sticker. Lower your cholesterol. If you eat a bowl of this every morning, it won't even lower your LDL cholesterol 1 point. Put this junk back and go get some bacon and eggs.
Hey, you ever wonder what's really in these things? Come on, step inside and see for yourself. This ain't cheese, baby. This is Yellow 6, Red 40, maltodextrin, MSG, basically a science experiment. They blow this powder all over everything. You're breathing it, eating it. It's basically in your bloodstream. Oh yeah, we fry every batch in the same oil.
adds flavor, right?
This stuff? This isn't seasoning. It's straight up radioactive fairy dust. But hey, you don't care, right? Long as it tastes good. Cheetos! Taste the chemicals.
Toxin Free USA, a nonprofit dedicated to consumer protection and education, launched a campaign urging Whole Foods Market to stop selling fresh GMO sweet corn. Whole Foods Market claims to be, quote, the organic capital of the world, and advertises, quote, we don't just put organics on a shelf, we put them on a pedestal. But this summer, the only fresh sweet corn displayed and sold at many Whole Foods stores across the country is GMO sweet corn produced from patented Bayer Monsanto or Syngenta seed. Whole Foods customers have spotted the GMO sweet corn in the produce section in Colorado, Connecticut, New Jersey, Virginia, Texas, Washington State, and Washington, D.C. The genetically engineered white and bicolor corn are in bins with signs indicating, quote, bioengineered food, end quote, in fine print. Bioengineered is the USDA's new term for GMOs. A quote from Pam Larry, director of Butte County Local Food Network and a board member of Toxin Free USA. Quote, Whole Foods has led us to believe that the food they sell is healthy and clean. We let down our guard and shop in confidence without reading the fine print, willing to buy food priced at a premium. We've been duped, end quote. The GMO sweet corn is genetically engineered, GE, to produce up to 3 insecticides. The GE insecticides are in every cell of the corn and cannot be washed off. Additionally, the corn is genetically engineered to tolerate glyphosate or glufosinate-based herbicides, or both. GMO proponents claim that the insecticides in the corn are safe, naturally occurring soil bacteria, the same as an insecticidal soil bacteria used in organic farming, called BT, or Bacillus thuringiensis. But science does not support those claims. The insecticides are genetically engineered versions of BT, not at all the same as the soil bacteria used in organic agriculture. In a 2017 peer-reviewed analysis published in the journal Biotechnology and Genetic Engineering Reviews, the researchers concluded that references to any GEBT toxins being quote-unquote natural are incorrect and scientifically unsupportable. The amount of GEBT ingested in a single bite of GMO corn as compared to any natural BT residue that might remain on organic corn is many thousands of times higher. This insecticidal corn is designed to kill insects that bite into it. The insects' stomachs rupture and they die. It has been linked to cell membrane death of digestive cells, causing leaky gut in laboratory animals, according to a 2018 peer-reviewed study published in the journal Food and Nutrition Sciences. Another 2018 peer-reviewed study, published in the journal International Immunopharmacology, found that GEBT is immunogenic, allergenic, and causes precancerous intestinal changes. Even a Monsanto patent described the GEBT as quote-unquote super toxins. GMO corn is sold as a system at premium prices. Farmers purchase the seeds and the corresponding herbicides. Corn that has been genetically engineered to tolerate glyphosate and or glufosinate is doused with those toxic chemicals during the growing season, killing all other plants except for the GMO corn. The herbicides are both absorbed into the crops and pollute the environment. Glyphosate is a well-known herbicide that the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, classified as a probable human carcinogen in 2015. As of May 2023, Monsanto has settled over 100,000 Roundup cancer lawsuits, paying out about $11 billion as of May 2022. There are still 45,000 lawsuits pending. Glufosinate has been found to be both teratogenic, linked to DNA damage and birth defects, and neurotoxic, linked to autism, in peer-reviewed studies. Both chemicals are toxic to beneficial insects such as butterflies, bees, and other pollinators. Studies show that industrial GMO agricultural practices drive increased use of synthetic pesticides and other fossil fuel-based chemicals. These toxic chemicals are harmful to people, wildlife, the environment, and contribute to climate change, biodiversity loss, and water pollution. Synthetic pesticides also harm the organisms that live in the soil, disrupting soil ecosystems. Dead soil can't sequester carbon, and it doesn't produce healthy food. Whole Foods claims on its website and in its 2023 annual impact report that the company's purpose is, quote, to nourish people and the planet, end quote, and it, quote, aims to set the standards of excellence for food retailers, end quote. The company claims to, quote, sell the highest quality natural and organic foods and to satisfy and delight its customers, end quote. Selling unhealthy and environmentally unsustainable GMO sweet corn is evidence that the company fails to deliver on those claims. Quote, putting toxic, environmentally damaging GMO corn on a pedestal is a slap in the face of Whole Foods customers. Greenwashing is the only word that can describe the company's actions. Even being an aware shopper, I originally didn't notice the corn they were selling as GMO. It isn't just an option alongside organic, it's Whole Foods' only option in many stores. This is a shock to me, having shopped at Whole Foods for many years. We expect better from the company, said Lon Van Lee, Toxin Free USA Communications Director. Toxin Free USA is calling on Whole Foods to stop selling the GMO sweet corn and to pledge not to sell any in the future. The nonprofit is calling on their supporters and Whole Foods customers to email and call the company to ask them to stop selling the GMO corn and bring back organic sweet corn to all of their stores.
Welcome back to Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen. Well, mostly. You're gonna love what's inside this one. We fry everything in our special blend of seed oils and preservatives. Keeps it crunchy, even after it dies.
We say it's never frozen, but you didn't think we really meant that, right?
It's just marketing. Oh, this one's loaded with corn syrup, red 40, and phosphoric acid. Don't worry, it's FDA approved.
Every bite is a mystery. Beef, soy, or something else? It's all part of the flavor adventure.
Just look at our happy customers, full of joy, flavor, and a little bit of seed oil in every cell.
Where's the beef?
Can you hear it? That hiss, that's the sound of happiness.
They said it refreshes you. But look closer. Pure syrup, acid, and caffeine brewed in joy, bottled in guilt. They wash the floors with me, you know. Melt rust, strip paint, yet you drink me with dinner. Aluminum, corn syrup, phosphoric acid, the holy trinity of thirst. You wouldn't clean your toilet with this stuff, but you drink it every day. Drink happiness, feel the burn, let it bubble in your blood, carbonate your soul, until there's nothing left but the fizz.
Sweetness is happiness. Happiness is color. Red for rage, blue for bliss. Taste the colors you can't resist. Melt, melt, melt away. More sugar, more play. Add the chemicals. Stir the fun. Let's make candy for everyone.
You don't care, though, right? We made you sweet forever.
Starts with neon flakes, microplastic milk and sugar shakes. Mascots dance, they sell a lie. Lab-born grains, a toxic high. From dawn to dusk, the menu's fake. Every bite's a risk we take. Engineered to taste divine, but the poison's in the line. 'Cause poison on the plate, every meal we chew. Artificial beef with chemical glaze. Salad sprayed with pesticide rain. Convenience served with hidden pain. Dinners dressed in gourmet clothes, but the factory farm still shows. Steroids in the chicken wings, additives in everything. Snacks and chips that glow, sodas burn, bioengineered at every turn. Sweetened lies in candy bars, where the lab rats there's us poison on the plate. Every meal we chew, chemicals and colors, profit shining through. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks between. We're eating nightmares dressed up clean. Raise your fork, salute the feast. A banquet for the corporate beast. From dawn to midnight, every bite we take, it's poison on the plate.